We will see about how to convert context-free grammar to Chomsky Normal Form, CFG to CNF. So to convert this, we need to follow 6 steps which is listed here. The given production is, problem statement is, where S tends to ASA or AB, A tends to BRS, B tends to BR epsilon. Now, we will apply the algorithm to convert context-free grammar to Chomsky normal form in that given production. The number 1, first step. If the starting symbol S is available in the right-hand side, then that should be replaced by a new production called S dash tends to S. So, we first implement that step 1, introduce a new symbol S dash and new production S dash tends to sense, because that starting symbol S should not available in the right hand side. So after applying this, now the production will be S dash tends to S and S tends to ASA or AB, where A tends to BRS, where B tends to small b and epsilon. Okay, now we move on to step 2. Step 2 is remove the null productions. Here, what are all the null productions? A production which consists of right hand side epsilon, empty string, then we call it as a null production. Here, what are all the null productions available? B tends to epsilon. This is one null production available. So apply P tends to epsilon in that given set of productions. Now, after applying that, now the production will be P tends to S dash tends to S, where S tends to ASA or AB. Now, apply that B tends to epsilon here. Apply B tends to epsilon here. Now we get a new production A. Then A tends to B or S and apply B tends to epsilon. So we get a B tends to epsilon. So we get a new production epsilon here. Then B tends to B, remove that epsilon. Now we get a new production, new epsilon production, that is null production. A tends to epsilon. So now remove A tends to epsilon. Now the production will be S dash tends to S, where S tends to ASA or AB or A. Now apply A tends to epsilon here, then we will get a new production AS, and apply A tends to epsilon here, then we will get SA, and apply A tends to epsilon in both these two, now we get S. Then the production A will be A tends to B or S and remove that epsilon. B tends to B. Next, we move on to step 3. Step 3 is remove the unit productions. What is unit productions? Yeah, productions which have only a single non-terminal in the right hand side. So we move on to step 3. Remove unit productions. Single non-terminal in the right hand side. Here, what are all the unit productions? S dash tends to S. Then S tends to S. A tends to B. And A tends to S. So we need to remove these unit productions. After removing each and every one, now the production will be S dash and this S, right hand side S to be replaced by all the S productions. So instead of S, replace that value of S productions. ASA, AB, AS, SA, S. Then S productions ASA, AB, A. Single non-terminal is terminal is allowed, non-terminal is not allowed. AS, SA and remove this S because S replaces that again that same. So remove that S. A tends to, now this B should be replaced as small b and this S should be replaced by the all the production values of S. So ASA, AB, AS, SA and B tends to small b. Okay, we have removed S dash S and S tends to S, A tends to B, A tends to S. Then step 4. Step 4 is if any production which has more than 2 non-terminals in that right hand side, that should be replaced by only 2 non-terminals in that right hand side. So as per Chomsky normal form, in that right hand side, there should be only 2 non-terminals. Right hand side, only 2 non-terminals allowed. So we need to replace the non-terminals which has more than 2. Here it has more than 2 non-terminals. So that should be replaced. So now the production will be S dash tends to this ASA where this SA is replaced as X, some X. AB, A, 2 non-terminals are allowed. More than 2 non-terminals are not allowed. Sorry, that is to be yes. And this is to be replaced. Here that to be removed. S tends to, again this SA is replaced as X, AB, AS, SA and A tends to B. Again this SA is replaced as X, AB, AS, SA, B tends to B, where X is SA. Introduce a new non-terminal X, that is SA. Next step number 5. So the right hand side of any production, if there is a terminal followed by non-terminal, that should be replaced by non-terminal. So right hand side, it should have only 2 non-terminals or single terminal, that is allowed. So according to rule number 5, so we need to replace. Here there is one terminal followed by non-terminal. So this 2 should be replaced by, here that terminal A should be replaced by some non-terminal. So replace terminal A by some Y. So now the production will be S dash tends to AX. Replace that terminal followed by non-terminal as YB. Terminal A is allowed, single terminal is allowed. Right hand side, according to Chomsky normal form, right hand side, either it should have 2 non-terminals or single terminal. So again, here also it is replaced and A tends to terminal is allowed. And here again that A is replaced as Y, AS, SA, where B tends to B, X tends to SA. Here we introduced a new variable Y. So that to be written as a new production Y tends to A. Okay, so now at that finally we got at that right hand side there is either two non-terminal or a single terminal. So now that given productions are replaced are in Chomsky normal form. This is the final answer.